Hecking easy. I say we'll start after ads and ads finish. Easy, easy. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another stream. Welcome in Serenity and Carpet. I realized that this was actually a terrible time to stream because this is the time when my brother's the most active, but it's okay. We're in too deep now. Switching playlists around. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good morning. It's too early for me too. I made the dumbest. I should have streamed this early, but I was like, this is the only free time I'll have to stream because someone else is in charge of my bro. Good morning for you too. It's 5 p.m. Oh god. Aw, lucky. I wish it was that late here. It's not. It's a great time, not early at all. It's too early for me. It's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. for me and I'm tired still. I should have made myself a coffee, but that's okay. The coffee hasn't been hitting lately. I asked my dad to pick up vanilla syrup for my coffee and he couldn't find it, so that creme brulee the crypto creme brulee coffee I bought from that convention, it wasn't really good. I think I said that already in my server, but it wasn't very good, so I've just been on the vanilla kick lately. Back to my little vanilla caramel macchiato things. Oh yeah, that looked sauce. It smelled so good though because they had a little smell thing in the back of the package and I was like, oh my god, this smells just like the Starbucks one. But when I had it, it was like sourish, which I don't think it's supposed to be. I had expectations. Maybe I just didn't make it right. I don't know. I haven't given it a try since the failure. Sour? Yeah. I think that's the best way to describe it. It was like sour. Which coffee isn't supposed to be, I know. I've never had a sour coffee before. Maybe it just went bad or something. I don't know. It just didn't taste right though. Let me open my stream so things are updated. Boop. Okay. But we're back. We're gonna be playing more Ace Attorney. I'll do my best to voice them properly. You should see if you can get Nescafe instant coffee over there. It's pretty good. I'll open a tab for that. Hold on. Nes. Images. Show me images. Oh yeah. I don't think I've seen it before, but I'll look next time I go to the grocery store, which I rarely leave the house if I can help it, you know? But that's besides the point. We're back with more Ace Attorney stuff. I turn off the music briefly because, you know, my funky little Spotify. I might do it so... Their music is good, though. Their music is good. I was thinking maybe we'll just run Spotify, but their music's good. It's just loud. I just go partially deaf every time I hear it. Hold on. Let me turn down my volume. But it's so cold here for some reason. Maybe it's just my house, because it's probably not cold outside, but I'm just so cold right now. I tried to find my gloves, but I couldn't, so... Although, this says... Wait, hold on. It's... Oh, it says it's like 60 degrees Fahrenheit here, so maybe that's why it's so cold. And it was pouring last night. It was absolutely pouring. You could hear it from inside. It sounded scary out there, but I think this is one of the cooler months, or one of the cooler weeks we've had. This is the coldest it's been in a while. Maybe that's why it's... Has it been cold and rainy where you are too? I need to pull up that on my phone. Okay. That is up on my phone. Which I'll put you guys leaning against my pencil sharpener. Okay. Been bucketing it down with the rain for the last few days. Ew! Usually when it rains, it just gets muggy, humid, but I'm so cold now. I'm such a weenie. It's only 60 now and I'm cold. just make sure I'm in the right category so they can't snipe me. Okay. I think, yes. How are you doing? How's your day going? Excellent work, Uno. That was superb. Thank you. That's me, you know. Best not lawyer here. Gonna see if I can get Twitch on my TV for the extra Catgirl boost. Face boost? You'd put me on a TV? I am absolutely honored. Let me know when you've got that set up so I can swear my heart out. I'm just kidding. I am on my best behavior. Well, low-key. I can't believe I wouldn't put people on. I'm scared of people seeing me watch streams because it's like you're looking at a cat girl on your TV, you know? My monitor is placed in my bedroom, so anyone who opens the door can like see what's on my monitor now, and I'm always like, I don't do anything bad on my PC, but I'm always scared that someone's gonna open the door and I'll have to like close a million tabs, get the cat girls off the screens, you know? My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there, you were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. Dude, he's so observant, he's always looking at me. You always gotta have your desk facing away. I know! I gotta find a new layout for it, but this is just the perfect place for my desk, you know? There's literally no other place I could go in my room. I could turn it, so like, I have like a little private corner, but that'd be kind of strange, I feel like. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd started finding inconsistencies in the testimony. He's proud of me! I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. We're gonna upstage him, he's scared. Don't worry, I'll support you. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't want to see the inside of a courtroom again. I don't think he's in the sequels, is he? Like, he doesn't actually become a lawyer, right? Or maybe he does get inspired. Maybe in the other parts, he'll do a lot better and he'll gain confidence. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. I should have warmed up before this. My tongue's so twisted because I'm tired. Miss Giselle Brett. A student from Great Britain, is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start! Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him. Like I've been saying all along, they've been gaslighting him this entire time that there was no young woman. There was no war in Ba Sing Se. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I am sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. She's gonna have to come into court, right? Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. He was too busy getting accused of murder to notice that someone was leaving. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor, and just after I bent down and picked it up, I shot him. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet. He bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Oh, oh my god, he kidnapped him. Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Wait. The waiter... Oh, the waiter, yeah, he pushed him into a closet. Oh, that's, yeah, interesting. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. Is this the professor? I knew it. Mustache man is back. Professor! Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. He was saving you so you can go on your travel abroad. Our modern country is still in its infancy, our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. Ah, he's flattering him. Flattery will get you everywhere, remember that. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyways. That is a lot of responsibility you do not need to hold, my guy. What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Kazuma! Well then. Looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Wait, why are they looking at me? Huh? Oh. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm gonna prove my innocence and either way he goes, so we're chilling, being chilling. Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Yo, wait, he's the murderer. He's the one pulling the strings. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. Oh, shit. Sorry. Well, he still could have committed it. I'm not ruling anything out, you know? He still could be the mastermind. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA. And it was I who invited him. Oh. So you could murder him. See, I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck! Thank ya! Now then, I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Oh my god, wait, does she have a crush on him? Yo, competition? Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. I should write the pin message about the noise. Apologies. Please excuse any background noise that did. My room is cute. Be kind. Let me be. I'll leave that up as a disclaimer. Okay. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what's hit them. Damn, you didn't have to call them fossils. Kazuma? What? Thank you. Really? Ah, they're the bromance. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now. Hey yo, welcome to the stream, Kinu. How's your morning? Oh, I'm at work, so no sound. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Good morning. How are you? Oh, never mind. Good morning. Thanks for dropping by. Oh my goodness, she's alive! Just barely. Especially at this time of day. In fact, I'm more surprised that you're alive at this time of day. Oh my god, wait, I gotta turn off that. Oh god, I gotta turn off that. Why does that still run? Welcome to the stream though, welcome to the stream though, dear. Good morning! How are you doing? Hold on, I gotta turn off. There. That should not come up. I hope. I am in pain? Why? Like physical pain or mental pain from gaming too much? Other than that, doing alright? Well, I don't know. Pain doesn't sound too fun in my personal opinion. I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now. Pain. Oh, okay, I see. Suffering. Either way. Not good. Not bueno. Well, good morning. Did you eat anything yet? You have breakfast? Getting up? Look, I have faith in you. I have no faith. As a lawyer and as a friend. We're an English student. We're a fraud. Nope. Been up for a while? Really? Isn't it like an unholy hour for you right now? Ah, you couldn't sleep. Okay, I see. That makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm over here falling asleep at my desk because it's so early. I took 7 a.m. Is that what time it is now, or is that when you woke up? Cause you're, wait, you 3 a.m. I think you would be. I think that makes sense. Oh, currently in Seattle, right? Wait, why are you in Seattle? You visiting someone? Coming from you, that means a lot. This is my we have a bromance, me and him. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. That is a terrible, terrible idea. House sitting for my sister again while she visits family. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought it was related to your sister. I see. Does she have any pets that you need to watch over, or is it more so making sure that no one breaks in? So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. 1 dog, 2 cats. Oh, okay. 2 cats. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Aw, how cute. My sisters are visiting, and my older sister brought her dog. It's a little corgi with the stubby legs. It's surprisingly well trained though. Like, she's done a really good job with that dog. My brain not work? It's okay, it's too early for proper functioning. Bro, I thought my pet shit a lot. Her pet's even more so. I know cats shed a lot. Or at least it seems so when all my clothes are covered in cat hair, you know? Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. I'll give you a reward if we win. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. There's no way that's an actual cafeteria. University cafeteria food is not it. I gotta actually ask my sister about how actually they didn't have a cafeteria or a meal plan in Korea when she studied. These mofos shed every 2 hours? Eesh. Do you have to brush them or do you just let it happen? I usually just let it happen. My dog's pretty good looking right now, but she, as a like husky mix, she sheds hella, you know? Welcome in, Improv! Thank you for doing it. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome to the stream. I'm Zay, a cyberpunk bartender, cat VTuber. Play a lot of variety games, as you may know. You gave up after 3 days of brushing? Yeah, that's understandable. Especially with like the fluffier dogs. Oh my god, having a golden doodle is a nightmare material apparently. Like, cause their fur is so curly and you gotta brush through it. Oh my god. But thanks for putting me on the big screen, Serenity. Fuck! Just kidding. Not kidding, if I did it right. The cats don't like me brushing them, which is weird because they let me hold them and carry them. Oh yeah, cats are weird like that. My cat's not very fluffy, but she doesn't like being brushed either. But she lets me, you know, bully her a little bit. With an extra large portion, of course. Oh my god, he asked me to dinner. One is very fluffy, the other is short-haired. You should send pictures of cats, though, I'm just saying. 22nd of November, 12:09 p.m., Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. And we're back! You know, people give him the nerd voice because he does have like a, you know, his objection line is very high-pitched, so that's why I realized that he very well suits the nerd voice. Send cat pics? Yeah, send cat pics. The court hereby resumes the trial of Uno Naruto. Prosecutor Ayuchi, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. I'd send if I could find them. Oh, that's valid. Are they hiding? Are they hiders? Callie comes in to investigate sometimes when people come in, but usually she's just hanging out in my room, you know? And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Sorry. It's not my fault those witnesses suck. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. So true. So true, Kazuma. Time to meet British lady. Yeah, the mysterious British English woman. Oh, you have the dog out right now? The dog likes to follow them around and gets right in their face. Cats ate it. Oh, I see. My dog usually just hangs out in the kitchen, so she's very protective of it. The cat just runs past her sometimes. Get to her litter box, because we had to move the litter box out of the basement to the laundry room. I'm glad they don't fight at least, you know? But they're not like besties or anything. They're more so just roommates that see each other occasionally, you know? It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation founders and our... I don't know. English is hard. Again, terribly sorry. I'm not. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. So true, Kazuma! This man's spitting facts. This is why he's the star pupil. You really have nothing to worry about, Uno. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Wait, what are you trying to say about the Supreme Court of England? Oh yeah, this entire trial is a mess. I can't believe that they let those witnesses stay up for so long after everything they've said was proven false, you know? Or at least the first part of their statement was proven false. Because once they show that they're willing to lie in a trial, I don't think they make for good witnesses anymore. But it did bring out the rest of the information, you know? Shut up! Shut up, you jumped up rookie!
You and your friend know nothing. Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
I won't deny that I'm no expert, I'm just a student. And one who could arguably study harder, too. C's get degrees, you know, remember that. That might not be the case in Japan, though. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there's one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Jeez! Kazuma's been spitting facts, but when I, an idiot, speak up, that's when everyone gets surprised. They didn't know I had that kind of thinking capability. Well said, Uno. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror. Yeah, maybe that's what shocked him. That I'm spinning bars while shaking in my boots. Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yes. Your Excellency!
Oh, we're finally meeting the mystery woman. Let's go. Oh my, how dainty of her. How mysterious. What an interesting swan hat she'd be wearing.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Tea! Someone bring English tea! In England, no discussions take place without tea. Why is everyone making such a fuss over this guy? Welcome in, Surfy! Thank you so much for the lurk, I appreciate it, and thank you so much for the sub! How you doing? Well, if you're looking at it, I guess. That's okay. Welcome in, thank you for coming. Ah, British lady! Yeah, they're offering her tea. That's a very interesting thing. In a courtroom. Is that true? No idea.
So, ahem. Could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I've been working undercover as the head waiter at La Carnival, but my
Yes, we know about you already.
Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. They're making such a fuss. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh, yes. I think I did, didn't I? Your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Amazing sight? You guys, are you serious? They're kicking, oh my god. Have they never seen a woman before? Sorry, Uno, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty. Hello?
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
Do we get to see her face, or is she just gonna be mysterious this entire time? Oh, she has a mask. How elegant. They wrote it in doctor's note. I can't read that. All British ladies have swans on their head. Oh, is this true? Real? It makes sense. None of them understand her because is she speaking English?
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but... What?
Oh, okay, he's gonna translate for her, I guess. Uh-huh. Yes. I know what she's saying. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in UMA University's medical faculty. I can't English.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people.
Wow.
I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song.
Stop hitting on her in a courtroom. Have some professionalism. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Uno. Yeah, Uno, you're an English major! Step up! The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson. Is that correct? God, this is gonna take forever. She says, yes. This could take so- yeah, this is gonna- oh my god, he's thinking the same thing as me. But even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Maybe her Japanese just, you know, doesn't maybe she didn't research how to talk herself out of a murder case. You know, like, when I'm learning a new language, I don't know, this is just me. I don't usually focus on what I need to say in a trial, you know? I'd focus on like, oh, how do I order? What do I need to you know, like directions and stuff like that, you know? I don't know. That's me. Maybe it's just me. I haven't prepared my I didn't murder anyone in any language before. He'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. He says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Sorry, what? She got to- what if Uno had a presentation and he couldn't stay to be shoved into a closet, you know? Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print?
Presentation over murder investigation? I guess so.
Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
What if she says it was her? Apparently, it was a very frightening, sorrowful sight. You mean to say... It would appear that the lady did witness the crime. Very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. My god, not this again. Order! Order in the court!
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Look at him getting all fired up. He's not wrong though. We gotta stop trusting these witnesses because they are all spitting lies. Fortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Please don't make me bounce between the translation. Can I press on that? Is that I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only. A beef steak. A beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterward, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Neither does Uno! Yes! This is a... Hello? No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Quiet, you filthy wretch. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard, and look at this Snow White angel.
Wow.
I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
Not this again. My god, can you just let me speak? Let me cook. You're still making the same mistakes, Uno. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying. So real. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. Yeah, Kazuma! Spit your facts! The testimonies of the 2 last witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there was nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. She could hide it in the folds of her dress pretty easily. Or under her hat! Under the swan! Like, the swan laid a gun.
Unless and until the precise location where the witnesses... Unless and until a precise location where the witness is set to have hidden a weapon can be shown. This is moot.
Hello? Hat! She's wearing a giant hat and dress. That's what I was saying. Definitely in her hat. She could hide it under her, I don't know, her bow in her collar or something, or in her hair, or like in the, I don't know what to call that part, but the, you know, back there. There were no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the map. That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could- Whoa! Uno! Don't think about doing anything rash, Uno.
But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day.
You're right about that. Which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull our testimony apart. We're gonna be looking for a peek. Yeah, my guy. Keep calm. This is a courtroom. Order in the court. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. All right, we're pressing on everything. I don't think I can just click on her hat and say, look under her hat. No? I guess to take off the hat, she'd have to untie the ribbon, which would be a bit difficult. But I don't know. I had arranged for a meet with a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. We don't need to press on that, right? Well, might as well, right? After 2 p.m., in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are en vogue. Isn't that right?
No. A decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research library. It was apparently a daily occurrence that they would eat lunch together. But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment. Why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense.
Such a wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is.
Can you stop gassing her up? She is way too young for you, my guy. You both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. Yes. Okay, we'll press on that too. Unable to eat, you say?
And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the Hoda Clinic, correct?
That's right. Yeah, you're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment.
That would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett?
But she moved it over to his side of the table for some reason. That's right, yes. Unless she was like sitting on the professor's lap, but you know, then she could shoot him, you know? But I don't, what? You know, just a theory, a game theory. Sorry. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left.
Dear me, what a harrowing experience! To have traveled to a distant land on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
Can I say that it was? I can't say that. They moved it to his side. That'd be weird. Yes. For the victim, Dr. Wilson had nothing to eat or drink at all? That's right. Other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes. The professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. It appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Uno, about the witness's last statement? I think it's meaningful because there was only one glass on the table.
The last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has profound bearing on this case. Well, how fascinating.
Oh shit, I missed it.
Do tell us what is this profound bearing?
The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Humph. Well, sidestepped, counsel.
Very well. Miss Brett, kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Gladly,
He said. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase. He's just cool without even trying. I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that. I ordered a beefsteak for myself and the professor, and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water. Did I already press that? Yes! I forget. I'll do it again.
So both you and the professor drank this carbonated water, did you?
Yes. Being the waiter, I poured the 2 glasses myself. I clearly remember doing so. Except you're actually a detective. And the beef steak, that was for you, Miss Brett. Let me speak! I know they rearranged the table! Rah! The lady says that she'd heard it was not customary to eat beef here until Japan opened its doors to the world. Yes, that's true. What a frightful place. The lady's opinion. I've heard it's not customary to eat sashimi in Great Britain. Now that's frightful. That's crazy! They're calling them out on their cuisine! Every country has its own cuisine. As long as people have food to eat, what does it matter what it is? So true, bestie. True. Come to think of it, first time I tried carbonated water, it was much more of a shock than the first time I tried beef. But anyway, back to this witness's statement. Somehow, I feel like there's something out of place in what she's saying. Can We need to pounce on even the slightest thing now, because you never know what might lead us to our goal. Our goal of turning this trial around. Yeah, I forgot that was the purpose of this trial. You know, I forgot that was our goal. I thought we were supposed to prove our guilt. Understood, Kazuma. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Yes! There was no arguing. I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over to say hello. What a threat. Those sound like fighting words to me. Please, don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing that retort at you. I meant it for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. Afraid your words are in vain. Sorry? Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese.
No, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. English is the future. We almost
Tapaiku? Tapuku? Huh? Ingurishu. Ingurishu? I don't know. Sorry. I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful woman.
Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be.
Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. That part ties into what you said, doesn't it?
Yes, I still had some coffee to drink.
The next time you got up after that
was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave.
Why's she smiling like that? Who got you smiling like that? Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. Yes!
Like I said, I did not shoot that gun.
And like I said, there was no point repeating that assertion over and over. Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your...
Well, yes, that's true, but all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes, there was someone much closer to the victim than me at that time, the highly suspicious lady.
That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Dirty? That's what he's getting hung up over? The fact that we're dirty?
Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy.
Seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
Haha, what nonsense.
The lady is merely stating what she saw.
This is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyways.
So true. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Yes! And now we're pressing her about her hat.
It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it?
Absolutely. I verified it personally. You verified it? Yes. Immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not." Well, of course she's gonna say that. That's all you did? You just asked her? Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector? No.
Why on earth not? The honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter.
Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps?
Think what you will, but if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts.
In other words, he wants evidence. The lady wishes to point out that of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation, but she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave. Bro, if someone died in front, like at my table, I would forget about the presentation. I'd be, first of all, traumatized, and second of all, worrying about like what I need to do to help, you know? It's like, make sure the blood's not on my hands. Because right now, she's looking mad sus with those witnesses lying and stuff, you know? Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get that woman out of here. Not get her out of there. I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime, which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course.
Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You can at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you.
Man just wants a rise. So she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him, which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie. Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from the Great Britain. Gas her up some more. You forgot gorgeous, you forgot stunning, you forgot she's absolutely slaying, literally. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform. I'm dressed exactly the same as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons. Yeah, I don't have the wind as my backup dancer, you know? Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial's over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room. Only too well. I feel half dread already. The fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either. First thing to do is press her on any of the statements that seem even slightly off to you. I think we already did that. Do that and an opening will present itself. Promise you. I thought we already pressed her. I need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this cross-examination. Oh, now we can present. Would I press her on this? Or would I press her on the other? Maybe the third one? Welcome to the stream, Kindle! Thank you for the egg. I don't know where it landed though, but thank you for the egg regardless. It was tasty. I'll lick it off the floor later. Wait, I'm gonna run through it. I think I should have presented evidence. Accused Shot him. You press her on everything, now you gotta throw evidence at her? Okay, okay. I don't think I can present on this one, but I would just wanna, I don't know how to present the fact that she had a hat that could hide a gun. But I'm gonna go back and press her on the second one. Or, I'm gonna go back and present evidence for this second, third one. The one that they said cheers to. So, let's skip through this anyway. Yes, sir. Okay. Not that one. So I think you can go back and forth with a statement with Eric's keys and WASD. I'll try it again.
Yes!
I'm gonna present this.
Wait a minute. You said there were 2 glasses.
That's it! Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Well, it's odd, very odd.
Dear me, what's odd is the defense's inability to express itself.
Damn, he called me, they called me an it. Uno, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The
Cheers.
Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Ah. Yippee! You're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutiae? What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Minutiae, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try to tell me you can clink with only 1? Yeah, she drank out of the bottle straight up. She drank out of the bottle, he got the glass. Easy, easy. You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I'll read this part and I'll start reading this in a woman voice because I can't. I don't know if I can maintain the deep, brooding voice of the waiter. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious! Oh ho ho, we've got you glass-handed. Sorry. What's with that?
There. As I assured the court before, this is no consequence at all.
Oh, please.
We must remember that the student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray?
Hello? That's absurd. Exactly.
Oh, really? Did we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young and beautiful woman of mischief?
I'm accusing her of more than just mischief. What? No. This can't be put down to mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. Hello? A handbag? You can put a- you know what else you can put in a handbag? A gun. A handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
So, the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. The student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing.
Hello, my logical reasoning. What's wrong with logical reasoning? Are you saying you're doing illogical reasoning? I can't English anymore.
No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already.
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel, for the defense, are you in agreement?
Oh, I don't know, really.
If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's the handbag! Maybe I'm just... Guys, who needs a bar exam? Put me in law school right now. I'm so good.
Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes, do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items.
I see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will.
You can't seriously be suggesting.
Inspector Hosonaga! Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir, I did not. As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag.
No!
Order! Order, order!
What is the meaning of this, Inspector?
Hi, Dank. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? The meaning of what, Professor Ouchie?
Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations.
Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
Think so, Kazuma?
Oh, now his tuberculosis is acting up. Well, a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting, simply because it was unnecessary. Unnecessary in what way? I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. My guy? This photographic print. This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. Oh, there's the glass! Wait, why didn't you show us this? This guy, this is the worst police witness I've ever seen. Why? We should just search him for all the prints he has, cause my god, what's on his wrist though? I feel like that's important. We did good. I was able to place my setup so I can watch stream while waiting for a possible flight. Yippee! Are you just hanging out in the airport again then? As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never... You can see right through to what's inside. That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment. The contents are clearly visible. Exactly. There was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. What if she was holding it away from you? As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that. Oh shit, he just took a blow. For the next 3 days? You have to chill there for the next 3 days? Jeez. Can I get that photo, perhaps? Order! Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once. Certainly, Your Excellency. I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness, Counsel.
I want to look at that picture.
What does that mean? Why does he have a bowl tattoo? Like a killer handbag. See anything else that's just a bowl tattoo, really. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over on the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime.
No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Kazuma? Sorry, Uno. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What? You mean this is it?
Ch, haha. I must say, you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weak are meat, while the strong eat. You are wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell.
This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime I didn't commit? And Kazuma, his dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. Kazuma, what? Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around? You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. Very well. I'll now proceed immediately to the ruling.
It seems we will be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That smug little... Uno Naruto, having considered all of the evidence placed before me, I hereby find you... I'm stalling for time. Wait! Your Excellency! Uno? I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
This amateurness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, There is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now, that means that if there is a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, I mean, then ruling on this case at this time would be out of the question. That is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence. You'd better know what you're doing, Uno. I understand your objection, counsel. Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone this court scrutiny. However, I feel how we can glean any new information from this handbag. My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze, it's a sneeze! There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it. Very well, I'll grant the defense one final opportunity. What? But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Your Excellency. So, take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded. There's no way it's the bull tattoo, right? Okay. Oh, is it not gonna light it up for me? Are those like my strikes in the top right? Yes! I'm gonna try it. Look at this, here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. Looks almost like a burn of some description. Oh, good. I thought it was a birthmark or a tattoo. We're chillin'. Yeah, it's a burn. Oh, those are my strikes? Oh, so I'm chillin'. Do they carry across the entire case? Dear me. I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say? On the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. Yes, that is a burn mark, you're right. Yeah, but if you lose all of them, you can just reload a save. Oh, good to know. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report. What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? No possible way of knowing either. It looks like a bowl. It looks like a bowl. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. However, as Prosecutor Aoichi points out, unless a firm connection to this case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of the burn. Can I check? I'm gonna check this stuff for any kind of connection. Like anything bowl shaped, you know? This is all the evidence I got. Okay. See, I don't have any evidence that goes along with this, but maybe Uno has something. Or Kazuma. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the dean and other university staff. We would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway. What's your thinking on this, Uno? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should just keep digging and digging in the hope that I might uncover something useful. Yes, you're right. I am? If we can link that burn to the case, if we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door back open again. Just give up, Council. You can't possibly hope to do that.
Indeed. I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture. But if we had evidence? Evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then you would allow it? I would, yes. To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Really? I have to find some link between that burn and the case. You're gonna make me present evidence? I don't know what evidence there is. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to use a strike probably. This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means. You nearly got her. Almost. So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the court. I don't have evidence. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial. Anything bowl-like in your life recently? Burn? Burn? I'm not sure. You know, things are going well, but now I'm not sure. Oh, wait, there's a bowl. Poison. Wait, so... Wait, no. Burn? That it was too hot, so what? What does it mean, though? If the bowl is on this plate, it was probably too hot for him to interact with, so he got burned, right? They'll probably explain it, but I want to work it out in my head, too, first. Welcome in, Aiko. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's your day going? We'll be back with earbuds in a few. Okay. So thanks for redeeming your daily drink, improv. So, okay. A burn mark, right? He has a burn mark on his wrist. Which could come from a hot dish. So, like, he leaned on the table and got burned? Or she was close enough to him that he could lean on the table and get burned? Why would someone burn themselves? Right? She burned him? Why would she burn him? Why would she burn him, though? Well, I can present it, I guess. Yes! I can't work it out. My brain's too tiny right now. What is this, Council? Yet another print? Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things that we may have overlooked at the time are recorded forevermore.
Do hurry up, Rookie. What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be inexcusable.
Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little longer if you don't mind, Miss Brett. You see, it's very clearly visible in this other photograph. How did the victim come to have that unusually shaped burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here, forevermore. What? How? Can you shut up and let me monologue for a minute?
You can't fool me with your little bluffs, boy. If that's your game, then let's see how this plays out. Show the court exactly what you mean.
What is in this photograph? What is it?
What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for the victim's burn? The beef steak.
Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on. The plate. Ah!
Your Excellency, are you alright?
As you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark of La Carnival. I'm so smart. The emblem on this plate. And the victim's burn are exactly the same shape. Ah! Uno, you're a genius. Oh my god, thank you. I know. You're spot on. Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant. But I don't know what that means besides that.
But even if that is the case, we can't know if it happened on the day in question or not. It could have been the day before, or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other unrelated time.
Well,
Objection!
Sadly, Prosecutor Ouchie, the chances of that are extremely slim. Thanks.
Why?
The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hosonaga? I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly.
But...
I would say... looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And, although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. This was no mild burn, that's for sure. Can you be more specific, Inspector? Well, let's see. If the plate was at around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds. It's inconceivable that the victim wouldn't let out a scream of pain then. I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I have not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of La Carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation. You, my guy, are a fraud. You're undercover.
But you're a detective, not a waiter!
That's what I mean.
Yes!
There you have it. Something isn't right here.
As the detective said, anyone who burnt themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. There's no question of that. And yet Inspector Hosonaga never heard the professor scream. Not on that day or the day before it. That's right, and the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either. What are you suggesting? Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on a plate for that anything like 3 seconds that day, that would be beyond careless, I think, Counsel. Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the surgeon, and the old antiques dealer, all of us would, without any question, have heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Auchi?
Well, yes, I suppose.
Alright, are you 8 months old finally? Time is passing by so quick. Oh my god, they grow up so fast. Thank you so much for the sub, my guy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. And welcome back from with the earbuds, I'm guessing. How's work going? So the question is, who is learning to be a lawyer? I'm glad they're piecing this stuff together for me, because I'm not sure of this. I'm not sure what the burn means. Was he so numb to the pain, like from his, the numbing stuff from the anesthetic from his dentist appointment, that none of it hurt him? Is that what we're going at, or what? So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream? I almost don't believe it. Uno, do you think... Just think why someone might not scream if they were burned for 3 seconds. If he was already dead? Maybe before it happened? That's all I can think about. Can it really be true? I never dreamt we'd arrive at a conclusion like this, but I'm starting to think that maybe we've been led into a terrible trap. All I can think, the only reason I can think that he wouldn't scream is if he was already dead. There's only one explanation I can think of to make sense of this apparent impossibility. On the day in question, when he suffered the burn to his wrist, Dr. Wilson... Can I save? Is that a thing? Because I'm really not sure about this. I think he was already dead. So I'm just gonna save really quick just in case. No man could remain silent while his wrist is burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. That's clearly impossible, apart from one in particular situation. Counsel, are you suggesting? Yes, it's only possible if the man was already dead. Oh, already dead? Knowing what we know now, it's the only possible explanation. When the beef steak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead. Yes! Oh my god! Order in the court, everyone! Order in the court! You got it? Oh, let's go! I wasn't sure about that one, but the other options weren't that good either, though. Order! Order, please! Counsel, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot.
That's right. That's absolutely right, Your Excellency. This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie student, but clearly he has no grasp of the facts.
No, Prosecutor Ouchie. It's you who has no grasp of the facts. This guy really doesn't. This guy's worst prosecutor ever. He's always tripping on his superiority complex, you know?
I beg your pardon?
As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurant, this whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If that's true, as we now believe that the victim was dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it. Incredible. I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett, that you will have to forget your luncheon engagement. Exactly. Yeah, forget about the dean and the student lunch. He's about to get eaten in this courtroom.
But Your Excellency!
The justice system in our country may be in its infancy. But rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass judgment. Thank you, Your Excellency. Why she's yeah, what is that smile?
Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be delighted to help. Especially if it helps relations between my country and yours.
Wow, how she's reminding, what a power move. She's reminding them of why they're so nice to her in the first place. Thank you for the hydrate, Aiko. Oh wait, she was, oh my god, wait. She was speaking Japanese there.
Ah, Miss Brett, you speak Japanese?
Well, of course I do. I am studying in your country, after all. But then, why have you been speaking through an interpreter until now? You just didn't feel like talking. My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world. I'm sorry I don't have a British accent. I'd be disrespectful for me to try, because it's horrid. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your vulgar tones as much as possible. Damn! That's brutal. Hello? But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen. Serenity, is it true? You guys are chivalrous? So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your own level. Thank you so much for the follow, it's Barry. Welcome to the stream.
Ah, well, you are the epitome of a true English gentlewoman. We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you so graciously afford us.
She just called you guys vulgar. Hello? Get with the program. Not anymore. See. In that case, Miss Brett, I will not ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson. So, finally going to hear her own words on the matter. Did she rehearse talking about murder cases in her studies? Things are getting interesting, you know. Oh, we go again. Okay, let's go. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please, do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. Is this relating to the glass? The thing on the glass? The most captivating and beautiful testimony shall go down in the Supreme Court's history. Thank you. Good morning, Gooman. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Easy does it. I hope that is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone.
Not at all, not at all. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady.
This guy's such a shrimp. Hello? Doing well, doing art and working well, trying to chill in my workplace. Understandable. I like these kinds of streams because it's the perfect background noise to have, I think. I listen to my VOD sometimes, and I'm also working on commissions.
It seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant.
I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here. She's giving off Karen vibes. She's gonna speak to the manager. Hello?
The Minister of Justice?
May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen. Amen. La Karen. She was one of the earliest Karens. Huh? Thanks. Was that a prayer then? I finished a good piece last time in stream. I guess I never sent it to the Discord. Was it the Nezuko one or was it a different one? Just realized I haven't been giving shoutouts either. I don't think, actually I think it streams frequently. I scroll down. Oh, she is so much a woman enjoy that it comes off as a bit much. Just a bit. My god. He's literally tripping over himself. Or maybe he's a masochist. He likes being bullied by women. It makes sense. It adds up. A different one using my OC. I'm making my banner and stream stuff myself and it's turning out fine. The thing is, I can make overlays for other people, but when it comes to making my own stuff, it doesn't turn out as well, I feel like. Well, you have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with a cross-examination now. I expect you've noticed this little bully of a student, as you put it. Doesn't miss much. She doesn't want to respond to their vulgar tongue. Hello? I'm sure I don't need to remind you, counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in the trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on this case immediately. Is that clear? Hello? He just slaps himself in the middle of court. Yes, Your Excellency. Then you may proceed with the cross-examination. Alright, we press on everything. Oh no, better prove that the Karen Better proof she did the Karen maneuver. I mean, her statement is pretty similar to the one before. Except, you know, now we have this, so now we're talking about the burn mark on him. Fucking Ryu. But his hand was on a searing hot plate for at least 3 whole seconds. You can't have not noticed. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Hurry. Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trousers of yours has been wide open. Why is she looking down there? Hello? You can't not have noticed, can you? Huh? What? Ah! Oh no, she embarrassed him in court. Haha, what fun! You hadn't realized. The dear lady is absolutely right. As your friend, you're embarrassed me. Are you kidding me? Why didn't you tell me? Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over a vulgar scream. Can your tiny brains imagine such a thing? I can't believe. Hello? There is no one in the world, unless they can't feel pain, that wouldn't react to getting burned. Or he'd be like, oh my god, ow. Maybe he wouldn't like scream, but he'd be like, oh my shit, fuck. You know, like, Jesus.
Oh yes, I think my tiny brain can.
Yes.
Or, you know, they all dogpiled on my boy because now they pointed out his fly, you know? You can't take him aback like that.
Well, I can't.
Anyway. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast.
Yes.
Objection, I didn't hear your glasses clinking. As you testified before, you were drinking carbonated water, is that right?
Dr. Wilson was only permitted to drink water at that time, which explains why he ordered that drink. Correct, waiter?
Exactly as you say, sir. Although, whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the steak to the table, I'm afraid I don't remember that. Hello? Wait! Isn't the glass... Hold on, can I examine it? Yeah, the glass by his is empty, I think. I think it was full in another pick. Glass half empty, glass half full! Damn, why the dude in the stand kind of slay though? I hope you're talking about Kazuma and not Auchi, because Kazuma kind of do slay. Or are you talking about Uno?
Damn you. Ah, I have-
This guy? He's slaying? This guy's last brain cell is bouncing because he sees a woman.
Ah, I have enough English to understand that at least. For the benefit of others in the court, it means bless you.
Damn you and okay, yeah, true. I think it means the exact opposite. Auchi slay is obviously so true. Anyway. As far as I've heard, the postmortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. Can I hit present?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna press it so I can review it. What's up? And the dude in the bow tie, he looks so slay. Oh wait, do you mean the waiter? Yes, as it's written here in the paperwork. Fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma. Him? The waiter? Yeah, he actually do slay. He does slay. I agree. That I can get behind. Yes. Hey Sparkles, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Luckily for us, luckily for all of us, a little burn on the wrist isn't going to kill him. And as there were no other signs of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death, It could have only been the bullet from your gun that put an end to this innocent man's life.
But it doesn't make sense. The burn must have happened straight away when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that's true. If it had cooled even slightly, it wouldn't have been able to make a burn like that. Right, so, okay, if it happened, he couldn't have died just before. Wait. So, Zay's my fave. Oh, thanks! So, wait, okay, now I'm confused again, because if the burn happened when the plate first hit the table, and Uno came up to say hello after, right? He would have had needed to be dead before. The time of events isn't adding up to me, you know? Richie needs to shush. I'm trying to focus on the case and the pretty man. I totally understand where you're coming from. For real, especially since he's not helping at all. He's just pointing out, he's just shrimping over the woman at this point and say right now, yeah, for real. I'm trying to piece it together in my mind because the timing of the events doesn't make sense to me now. Because if he got burned as soon as, you know, the plate came to the table, he would have had to be dead by then. But Ryu probably came after, right? Yeah, Ryu came after to the table to say hello, and then he noticed the dropped gun. Ugh, the math isn't mathing right now.
And if the victim burnt his wrist on the hot plate as soon as it was brought out from the kitchen, then he must have already been dead at that point. And yet, the fact that the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest, until you are able to show the court evidence to disprove that, this is a complete waste of time.
I concur. Prosecutor Ayuchi is right. Wait, what'd you get? Did the gacha work? Wait, did the gacha work? OMG, early stream? Yeah, we're doing an early stream because I have time. Also, good morning, Bluey. Welcome to the stream. I love the Ace Attorney series. Having fun? Yeah, my brain's getting fried right now, though, because I'm trying to work out the timing of the events. Oh, you got Heart Day. Okay. I didn't hear the pop go off, so... Good morning. How's your morning going? Gacha didn't work? Here. Wait, real? Hold on. If I run the gacha... And you're lying... Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. I was gonna say, if you're lying to me, I will have you take the stand. Okay.
Ah.
Right, so we need to prove that he wasn't killed by a gunshot to the chest, which I think you didn't see on the stream. Oh, interesting. Also, it's way earlier than I usually wake up. Well, you get to catch an early Zay stream in that case, at least, right? Welcome in. We are probably only going until like 1 or so, unless we finish. We'll end stream whenever I finish up this part of the case. So, if there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me.
Yes!
Poison! Without leaving a trace. If someone is shot or strangled or stabbed or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body.
Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt.
Probably about 30 to 45 minutes from the end of this case. From the end of this part of the case? Because isn't there 3 parts? Or is the end of the case?
Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga?
Did I miss something? Did I read what he last said? I don't know. As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation.
There would have to be physical traces with all those causes of death. That's true.
Such as what Zay's voice acting? Which is what Zay thinks I look like? No. If I had to guess what you looked like, I think you'd look most like the judge. If out of all the characters here, I think you'd most look like the judge. But like 20, 30, 400 years older, you know? Girl! The thing about me is I assume people look like their profile pictures or their avatars until someone tells me otherwise, you know? So, well, I look like my avatar, kind of, except the blue eyes. And she's more pale than I am, but... This part has 10 to 15 minutes left. Oh, let's go. Okay. There be physical traces without all those causes of death. That's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. Poison! Or allergies. Maybe he's allergic to something. If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it?
Oh no! Perish the thought! Calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question?
You're so creepy, Aochi. Shut up. Oh my god.
On my honor, I, Taketsushi Aochi.
Wait a minute. Am I even pronouncing that right? What's the pun on his name? Does he have a pun on his name? Because those match too well.
Will cut down any who dare cast such aspersions.
Despite popular belief, I am not a six-legged blue cat creature. That's crazy. That you've been lying to us? And dang, I believe it. I believe that you are indeed a pig man. Oh my god, like a, you know, like Minecraft. Did you come over from the nether? Way of killing someone that leaves no trace. We need some evidence to back us up here. Yes, evidence. Ouchie equals ouchie, like when you— that makes so much sense, yes. And if I remember right, there was something on his glass. Maybe not in this picture. That. I don't know if that means anything, but it means something to me. You know, so if we present this— if it's indeed poison, wouldn't we need to show the empty glass then, that he drank it, you know? Yes, that's why I'm always near fires. You're trying to get fried into bacon. His character is recurring in Ace Attorney. Oh, is it? Is he always the prosecutor? Loki Ouchi needs to be put in jail. Like, sir, relax. For real. Oh, put in oh, horny jail. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, for real, for real. Do we need to show him the empty glass, or do we need to show him? I think we need to show them the full glass, right? Probably. Yes, evidence. Ouchi is meant to be the tutorial prosecutor who always loses his cases. Oh, I see. Oh, this poor man's reputation. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway.
Yes!
Yes, you are so true. That is so true, bestie. Inferior? What do you mean by that? In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once and that's the end of it. Isn't that so?
Quite right. La Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident.
Exactly. Which means that even if the investigation takes a different— Hello? What's with that reaction, my guy? Which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try and preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you understand. Every time the Chi bloodline is nothing but failures, it says— it's a shame. Oh, that's so— the waiter dude is so slay. He seems like a nice guy. And I don't mean nice guy as in the stereotypical nice guy. I mean nice guy as in a guy that's actually nice. He seems like that, but then he, you know, fabricated some evidence, you know, or, you know, tried to get witnesses to lie on the stand. So I don't know. He's very questionable. He's very duty bound, I suppose, is what it's about, because he was told to do this kind of stuff. But I don't know. I can't imagine him being, you know, him being super nice on a date, you know, or something like that.
A killer blow. The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful.
His shrimping never ceases to amaze me. Amazing! He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Auchi is finally starting to see sense. I very much doubt that. Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right. I can forgive him for that. I just gotta do a little enchantment with the power of my neurodivergence. So true, so true. You'll bring out the child in him and make him see joy again. Because right now, I don't know if he seems like he's depressed all the time, constantly, or maybe too serious is the issue. What do you think, Uno? I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information. We just got information that she had a handbag. Hello? Have some more confidence, my guy. Yes, as I suspected, she's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or the cross-examination will be over. But that would mean I have to find a way. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma. What, Uno? There is one thing I noticed. Something that's been bothering me. Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett? Actually, no. About him? About the person standing next to her. Inspector Hosonaga. The detective? Yes, he seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. I was wondering if it might be significant. If I present an opening, maybe. Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time. If you think so, but this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective. Alright then. I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again. Not that one. Not that one. This one? I know there's another diamond, but I think that's to skip it. Ah, okay, wait, hold on. Arrow key, WAS does work. Okay, press on this one then. Let me make sure that this is the right statement to press on.
Wait.
Ah, okay, it happened again. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. Yes, there it is again! The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why? Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity. What do you mean? When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down. You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts. He's questioning their ability to investigate. The waiter dude won't be able to resist my whimsy and autistic. Right, yeah, I mean, if you're great at info dumping, this man's great at listening, it seems. Except now he's lost in thought, actually. It's time to pursue the man in his train of thought. Sorry? Pursue? I'll explain how to do it now, Uno. It's all to do with the witness marker. What marker? At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement. But moving the marker left and right with A and D can turn your attention to other people in the stand. Trying to press a different man, or rather, pursue. I mean, I prefer him anyways. Although I do like doing her voice because it's actually a woman voice, you know? I've been trying to voice men this entire time, and I don't have the voice deepness for it, you know? I'm trying. I keep going as low as I can for the waiter, but... While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with space. If you can catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information. So, okay, I move the marker and then I see them with space, okay. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, take a good look around. Alright then, so first I should move the marker across with A and D and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with space and see what's on his mind. Here we go.
Wait.
Can I...
Excuse me.
Excuse me! Yeah! What the... What's the meaning of this? Oh god, I'm sorry. Please don't die on the stand. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his thoughts. Deeply. It looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Is he good? Man's coughing up blood. We don't know what's up with him. Serenity said tuberculosis, so I don't know. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say. Hi Starman, welcome to the stream. Wow, hey, hello, how are you? I'm doing good, pretty good. My throat's starting to hurt from doing an anime protagonist voice for Uno, but hey, it is what it is. We're finally reaching the climax of this part, I think. If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court. This time period, probably tuberculosis. As long as he doesn't die on the stand, we're chillin'. But how are you, Starman? How's your day going so far? It's an early morning for most of us.
What is the meaning of this?
Sorry, that wasn't me.
It's the delightful English woman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination shall be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works? Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness. Oh yeah, he's getting fired up. Yes! Oh, scam call. Shut up. Not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved with the case, as in, I wish he was intimately involved with me. Sorry. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? You have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett? Yeah, tell us about the investigation process. Well, yes, if you don't mind. I would like to speak. I'd like to get intimate with man. Don't we all? No, I'm just kidding. The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. Objection! I did hear that the waiter had a buckwheat allergy, but I didn't know if it was true, so I kind of... What do you really mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. What other games do you play? On stream, a lot of FPS games. We do like Apex, Monster Hunter. Well, that's not really an FPS, but we play Monster Hunter on this channel. We do a little bit of Pokemon occasionally. I haven't been playing it a lot recently, but this was for a donathon, so we reached a donathon milestone and people voted on Ace Attorney, so now we're playing it here. All of them except Auchi. Understand? That's completely understandable. I only know basic English and my English is not that good. Sorry if you don't understand. No, you're fine. Your English so far is great. I love that you're trying. I really appreciate it. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. Oh, look at his smile. I love when he smiles, you know? He looks good when he smiles. A crime scene thief. An ad just appears. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're an ad, Jill. Hold on. I apologize for that in chat. I'm sorry. You're in ad jail. It'll be over soon. Okay. Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touch a nerve there. Ah! Take this, for example. Oh! Why are there 2 bottles? Is that... This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days now. What if he's been drinking it? But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, there's something left in the bottle. I can see it. Ah, so you stole evidence. They don't preserve it anyways, but... I think, wait, so he took the bottle? He took the bottle... For a second I was like, are there 2 bottles? But he took this bottle in question. So they could investigate it for poison, right? Welcome back, Starman! Your English is fine, I was saying, though. You're doing well. I appreciate that you're trying to. Because sometimes people come in and they speak other languages and I don't understand them, and then I feel bad having to tell them that I only understand English. One day, our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming. I guarantee it. He's so passionate. We love passionate men. I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand that sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence. Miss Brett, can you confirm that this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death? Yes, it was that bottle. What is that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's questions. Here in Peru, it's too cold in your country. What climate are they in? Wait, too cold for what? And these guys in the game are in Japan. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ace Attorney, but these guys are in Japan. I'm in the US. Wait, we should investigate. Wait, let me investigate that bottle real quick. Let me take a sip out of this. So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. Looks like there's a little left in the bottle. Oh, it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. Dude, that could be poison. No, right. No, Uno, you can't do that. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Uno. More ways than one. I wonder, could there be anything in this water? What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. If I investigate the label, is it different? The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. You baby, I love you, but please don't! Chug, chug, chug! Maybe it's like yummy death juice. Maybe the woman put something in it that will knock him out cold straight here. The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. You know what it says, Kazuma? I think it's French. This must be very expensive carbonated water. Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Then go to France and ask. You could just say that you don't know. Okay, wait, hold on. Does the tip matter at all? Okay, the tip does not matter. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. Ahem! Maybe the bottom of it? Oh, I didn't mean to present anything. Can I... Wait, did I already press her on this?
Yes.
I'm gonna press her again on it. Without leaving a trace? Oh, yeah, we already did this. Can I show the bottle then? Oh, let me look at the... bottom. I don't think there's gonna be anything else, but... yeah. You've read this. He's so cocky, yeah. Even though we already got this far anyways. Quick thing, I look alike in Tomodachi Life is married to Midoriya from My Hero Academia. I never intended them to get... Really? There's a new prompt that comes up when Hosonaga coughs. He's not coughing. Where this... The bottle's important. I know that much. I need to press her on something. I want to say it's probably... I don't know if... New evidence. Excellent work, Reno. I never even thought of pursuing another witness over the current witness's statements. That was a great idea of yours, Kazuma. Well, it was all thanks to you noticing that the detective had reacted strangely to what the lady had said. I'd never have guessed that he had all that blubbering... What the? He had all that bubbling away under the surface. I can't word. To be honest, you keep surprising me at every turn. Sorry? Oh, never mind. I was just complimenting you. So we know that Dr. Wilson was killed at around the time the steak was brought to his table. By some means left no physical trace on his body. We could just demonstrate how it was done. Well, I do have one idea about that, about how the professor was killed. Maybe I should just present the evidence and see what happens. I present. Wait a minute. Wouldn't we recognize water? Well, no. Why is it French water? I was just thinking about the label, because they said it's written in French.
Yes.
Whoops. I did it. I locked it in. What is this? The bottle of water? Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Because French is fancy? I suppose it is. The French people made it? Obviously, I'm referring to poison. Poison? On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? Order! 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 And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could have possibly done it. Giselle Brett. It was you!
Objection!
This is outrageous! To suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile, have you ever considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have just only signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the slightest, vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize this entire treaty?
Objection!
This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
What?
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth. So true, bestie. Spit your facts.
If I may. I will silence you forever for this disgraceful attack.
Yo, she yelled at him.
It is you who should be silent. Of course.
Guys, we're coming in clutch once again, for real. That's why we're homies. That's why he's my assistant.
Dear lady!
Where did that come from?
She just snapped. I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
I'm sorry, milady. To what are you referring?
I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not.
Of course.
You did?
Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time.
I don't believe it.
Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents. And? What did you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in the country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency.
What?
Are you sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No! What about the glass? Did they test just the glass?
I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you. But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
Oh, I missed it.
I was so sure.
This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned. Thank you, counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution has asserted, a shot to the chest from the gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding the weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done for. The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no, I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point? Not new evidence, but I got some pictures to look at.
Azuma?
I'm sorry, Uno. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
Hold it. Is that a new voice? Oh!
Please, wait!
A new voice! Isn't that? What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency.
Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. We have another assistant? She's so pretty, she is! Mikotoba. Did I call her Miko or something? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. Oh no, now he's shrimping. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. Yo! To be continued! I'm so excited to see what happens next. This is new stuff for me. End of part 2! Yeah, end of part 2. and also the end of today's stream. Like, my god, oh my god, that went so smoothly. I can't believe we haven't got any strikes yet. Oh, let me go. Let me go. I know it's intense. I know it's intense. But I must go do work. Leaving us on a cliffhanger? Listen, I don't want to be on a cliffhanger either. I'm excited to see what happens next because it's been so good. That was such a good part. I'm so excited. They're finally introducing a new character too. I'm sorry. Girls got work to do. Okay, let me see if anyone's live right now. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Oh my god. One of my favorite games for a reason. The cliffhangers. Let me see if this person. I can make it to this one. Yeah, I'm glad too. They're working. Potential final stream before break. Are they on?
That's the wrong account. No.
Okay, they are indeed at their desk. I think I just realized the proportion of my artist off. So back to the start I go. Oh no! Yeah, the proportions are hard to get right. And once after you color and stuff, if you have to go back and fix anything, it's more difficult, I feel like. Okay, we're gonna raid out to Olivine CEO, a rock geologist VTuber. I hope you guys had fun though. I'm having a lot of fun with this stream. I'm so excited to learn what happens next. I hate to leave you guys on cliffhanger, but it's also leaving. We're edging, okay? Just a little bit. Raid. CEO. He's doing work, so I'll probably lurk on his stream too and do some work too. Let me just make sure. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please copy the raid message if you guys wouldn't mind, so we can spam it when we get over there. I would really, really appreciate it. Isaiah, thank you guys so much for coming. We're having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. I hope you guys are enjoying the little goofy voices I'm doing, because they're not very consistent, but I'm trying my best. My throat hurts from using an anime protagonist voice for so long. It's a ridiculous thing, but I hope you guys are really genuinely enjoying it. And thank you to everyone for the subs and the follows too. And I know this is an early stream, and they probably will be early streams for a while just because of scheduling stuff, but I hope you guys don't mind, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. I know we saw a lot of people going to work and coming off work and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Gotta get that VA practice in. I know. It's the least I can do, I suppose. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be doing the Dungeon Meshi watch party on Friday. So, but that's the last thing happening this week. I will see you guys in the next stream though. Goodbye. Goodbye.